What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a brief announcement video for the Plomo news that's dropped today. Now, if you guys don't know, today is the Gundam Link the Universe event in which the Witch from Mercury Prologue has been aired. Now, I have seen it not in full screen, unfortunately, because of whatever reason the virtual Gundam base didn't let me see it in full screen, but I have seen Prologue, and from what I can understand without any subtitles, the factions have something against the Gundam units. I don't know, but I'll have to wait until Gundam Info airs it with subtitles in order to fully understand the story. But after that, when I went to the movies, this stuff dropped, and according to Bandai's official Twitter, they will be giving more information about most, if not all, of the kits announced today. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off with the stuff that we already know. The Gundam Aerial October 2022 release for 1,430 yen. So as far as I can remember, that is cheaper than the Gundam Lfrith. And of course, because it is related sort of to the Lfrith, the shield does have the bit function. Now here we have better images for the product, which does look pretty good, and yeah, blue beams for a lead Gundam. Now that is something that I didn't expect, and is a very welcome change. On top of that, we are going to be getting a bayonet beam, kind of like the Gundam Nautilus beam rifle, in which the beam rifle can emit a beam blade for quick response combat. And of course, for the first time in forever, they have given us a look at the unpainted model. Judging from this, I believe we can tell that the Gundam Aerial is gonna be very well color separated, and I'm all the more welcoming of it. Because, well, black Vulcans, unpainted, small yellow vents, unpainted, only stickers are being used. It's a bloody high grade, 1,400 yen. Yeah, they are strongly advertising this because they are in parts, in mold parts, I believe. We are going to be getting, like this part is going to be molded in clear. Unfortunately, I thought it's going to be a clear black. I think they can easily throw in 2 of this runner in order for us to choose the parts. But I believe the shoulder ones are just going to be stickers straight off the bat, so unless they're providing us with an alternate set of shoulders, then we're still stuck in the Stargazer situation, where we are going to be able to pick one of the 2 to be fully displayed. And again, for the first time in forever, double-sided stickers, and the side with the detail is the one with the adhesive, which I haven't ever seen ever since the high-grade Gundam Legolas. Now, they don't have the full loadout shot here, so I believe with the time that they have, things are all subject to change. So I wouldn't put it past them that they won't put in a display base to allow us to display the shield bits, but I wouldn't put it past them if they do. So look forward to October for one of these. And of course, we do have the look of the box art thanks to the trailer. And the clean box art, I'm not really too sure what to think of that, because I'm so used to having kind of like a background and the Gundam superimposed onto it, or just drawn in as part of the scene. So still needs time to grow on me for the box art. But speaking of which, the Gundam Lfrith, it was awesome in the prologue, and we can recreate that awesomeness here. Now, better product photos. Now, they have confirmed that they are going to be releasing this on August the 6th. So the first week of August, we can immediately dive into the Witch from Mercury. And of course, sharing some engineering techniques from the Gundam Aerial, they are going to be putting in the inverted stickers and the clear parts to depict the power lines, veins, magic, something like that. And the shield bits, not only can the shield separate into the bits, 7 bits instead of the Aerial's 11, you can put it onto the rifle and some parts of the backpack. So I kind of called it there that the backpack was kind of made to house something, but never would I have thought it would have been bits of the shield. This is the unpainted model. Now, apart from it being plain without the panel lining, which is a small issue to say the least, it looks pretty spot on. Regardless of whether these bits are stickers, yeah, there are going to be stickers here and there, but for the most part, the Gundam Lfrith is just as color separate than the Gundam Aerial. And I wouldn't put it past Bandai if they announced this as a premium Bandai kit in the future. Next up, again, sharing the same release date as the Lfrith, the Beguir-Beu. Now, yeah, we have information about the release date and price, so nothing too spectacular about that. But finally, we get to see the Beguir-Beu armed. It was beautiful to look at in the actual anime. So yeah, we do get the beam sabers on the side. I believe these can also function as beam guns. And of course, we do have wires. I believe the extra, yeah, the display base will probably be included as well. Not the one for the mobile suit, unfortunately, but the one for the satellite units. These are jammers in the prologues. It's kind of like the Psycho Jammer from Unicorn. But looking at this, and of course, yeah, the unpainted model. Apart from the lack of panel lining, which does admittedly make it look very, very plain and very, very dull, it looks actually spot on. But still, I will advise using a chrome marker or just some chrome something underneath the purple clear pieces, because they are blending into the bodywork very well. Moving on to the new Plamo that has been announced today. First of all, starting off with the Gundam Pharact. It's going to be releasing in December for basically 2,000 yen. So the Gundam Pharact, all we have are 2 photos of the CG render. We have all seen this coming, and it looks to be just your typical long-range sniper type. But the closer that I look at it, the more parallels I could draw to the Aerial, the Lfrith, that lineage, because it's still a Gundam. So I believe the red under the pauldrons and the one underneath the head crest are kind of like the same engineering and the same system that the Lfrith and the Aerial actually has. And yeah, the Gundam Pharact, it's still not winning me over, not at all. For those of you who actually want a kit, now you can look forward to December. And of course, this is not in any date sequential order, okay? But we have the Guel Dilanza. Is an October release for 1,760 yen. So apparently the Dilanza actually has a beam blade jutting out of its weapon. And like I said, it's a cock tease for a roadie frame. I feel like it's a bit off, the pink, but this is a CG render, so maybe subject to change for the better this time instead of for the worse. Now, Dilanza is a pretty straightforward ace unit over here. The feather, I don't know how they're going to recreate that, but the weapon, apparently it does also have a rifle stored inside of the shoulder binders, which is pretty nice. And this is the leader unit for Guel. Now we have the standard unit, the standard Dilanza and the character A Dilanza. I believe this is kind of like a 2 configs in one set, and I believe the heated edge of the battle axe is going to be made up with stickers. But the differences between these two, apart from the head, is that the shoulders are going to be bearing some shields for the character A. Of course I'm going to be picking this up. Oh yeah, it's going to be a November release. But overall, I do kind of like it. Apart from the CG model kind of ruining it for me a little bit, because it's not indicative of the final product. And finally, something new, the high-grade Darilbalde is going to be releasing in December for 2,090 yen. I believe this is kind of like a modified version of the Dilanza. The green pieces might be taking the same engineering as the Gundam Aerial's black pieces. But I believe this may be a reference to the Guer, or its other variants from Knights and Magic, especially when it wields a sword, a partisan kinda. I don't know if there is going to be another N at the on the other end of the weapon, but if it is, then it might just really be a reference to the Guer from Knights and Magic. But I don't know, it could just be a coincidence. I might be just talking out my ass. But it seems as though we are going to be getting, of course, the weapon, holding hands, and an open hand for a brand new kit. It's definitely the design that I would pick over the Dilanza, I'm sorry people. And then we have the Demi Trainer and the expansion set for the Demi Trainer, both of which are going to be releasing in December, the former releasing for 1,200 yen without tax, 1,320, and the latter releasing for 800 yen. 880 with the tax. So this is the weapon set over here. We have open manipulators for the Demi Trainer, and of course a bunch of adapters, weapons, handles, and stuff. Looking like a 30-minute mission set to me. And overall, the Demi trainer really feels like a no hardpoint version of the Portanova. I don't know if you guys would agree with me, but it's something from G-Recco mixed with the Portanova without all the hardpoints. So this could be the Ad Stella version of the Hymach from Gundam Buildfighters Try. I don't know, but there is going to be another variant of the Demi trainer, the Character B's Demi trainer, which further reinforces the belief that this is taking inspiration from the 30-minute missions line, not gonna lie there, with the Iron-Blooded Orphan's prosthetic hand with the 3 fingers and all. But yeah, a pretty simple build, and it's Character B, so it's probably gonna be kind of like, I don't know, top, like, teacher variant for combat training and stuff. Maybe this rifle is loaded with blanks, I don't know, which is weird because we get a lot of new designs with these model kits here, the Darilbalde being the most awesome of them. But the Michaelis was announced before these things were unveiled to us, and yet it doesn't have a kit, so it's odd to say the least. But something that is going to be odder is to announce that I am going to be getting this, the Figurized Standard Suletta Mercury, an October 2022 release for 3,200 yen. Haro is returning to the series. I know this could trigger your double O PTSD, but that's besides the point for me. And it seems like Suletta is going to have a custom hand to have Haro in her palm. And of course, she does come with different expressions. And yeah, she's pissed. Real pissed. And different hand options. Yeah, the open palms with the peg for the Haro. The Haro is included in the set, by the way. So there is a portion of the price there. The hair detail looks absolutely amazing. And the faces, they're not the demon spawns that were from the late days of Buildfighters Try. So this is definitely one of the Figurized standards that I'm not ashamed to say I will be picking this up. But in terms of Figurized standards, the other kit that we will get is Miorine Rembran, or Miorine Rembran, which is going to be she is going to be releasing in November for the same price of 3,200 yen. Now all we have is a CG render. There are no other photos of Miorine here. So all we get is that they are doing the attractive girl from which for Mercury as a Figurized standard. So that is going to be all the kits announcements for today's news drop, and there are quite a lot to get excited for, and it's basically laying out the roadmap for us from September to December. So we have a lot to look forward to, and RIP our wallets, I guess. And I am gonna sign off here, so thank you all so much for watching. And tell me in the comments below, which one of these kits are you going to be excited for the most? Your thoughts on the overall designs of the mobile suits, their features, especially the Gundams. And it goes without saying to subscribe for more of this content. Stay tuned for future videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys. Bye bye.